Throughout the past 2 years, we've of course seen the negative effects of the pandemic, but with some of those woes, we've also seen some positives. Many organizations reflected on their existing systems and changed them to better serve the community. Those with Family Promise of Greater Rochester say that was certainly the case for them. Amel Alhel joining us now in studio with their story. Amel.
That's right, Adam. Family Promise works with families in our community facing homelessness. It's a state of living that has captured over 326,000 people nationwide, according to the Department of Housing and Urban Development. That number was down 8% since the year prior to COVID. And with changing numbers comes changing programs. Formerly known as RAIN, Family Promise of Greater Rochester has been intertwined in the community since 2004, serving families at risk of facing homelessness or currently experiencing homelessness. But when the pandemic hit, things changed for them.
You remember in March of 2020 when COVID hit, it was like the world exploded.
Executive Director Kim Hunt-Uzelak says the pandemic acted as a turning point for the organization. Prior to COVID, they followed a congregational model where families would spend time here at their day center and then be bused to various participating faith organizations for the overnight hours. But that's not the case anymore.
This is kind of like Grand Central Station. All the calls come in through here. So we have 3 core programs. We have our shelter program, our aftercare and stabilization program, and our prevention and diversion program. So calls will come in for each of those 3 programs.
Whether a family is in need of shelter, help with rent payments, or a security deposit, Family Promise provides that help from their facility on Webster Avenue that for a long time was filled with families. But today, those halls aren't as busy, something Hunt-Uzelak says is for the best.
Over the course of the 2 years, we've also just done some really deep reflection on our program and realized that using apartments is more family-centered. It's more trauma-informed, so families don't have to move every week from congregation to congregation into a new space.
Now families are housed in one of the organization's 6 apartments where they will receive guidance and support on how to get back on their feet. Hunt-Uzelak adds one of the biggest misconceptions about folks facing homelessness is that they're not employed. She says almost all of her families have an employed parent, but with the cost of living at such a high, along with low pay rates, falling into homelessness is easier than you think. You can learn more by visiting this article on our website, rochesterfirst.com.